Hey, welcome back to TR7 Evolution. It's been a while. If you want more information on why it's been such a big gap, please visit the latest update on BS and bench racing. In that section, it kind of explains how the world has been turning. In the meantime, we haven't been completely stopped though. As you can see, we've been going through parts one at a time, cleaning, checking, painting, and getting them all ready to be installed on our TR7 coupe. Now if you look close, you'll notice every single part in this section has been cleaned within an inch of its life, checked, serviced, and except for bushings that we're having to wait till the cash flow is a little better, ready to install. The drive shaft's been checked through, the steering rack, and of course transmission, 5-speed, ready to replace the 4-speed. And it's a lot of work. There's a ton of hours that go into making components look this good. Each one of these parts has been thoroughly cleaned, then received a primer coat. After the primer coat, there's 3 or more coats of very high quality paint, and it's topped with 3 more coats of clear coat, so it'll survive and look good for a nice long time. Same with the transmission. It's been gone through, drained, checked, and it's a good used transmission. There's no issues. It's ready to go in, it's painted, it's ready to go on. So how the heck do you get from dirty old parts to this? Well, as I said, the painting's the easy part. 3 coats of high quality, in this case engine enamel, and then followed by 3 coats of clear coat to make sure that these parts are going to last and they're tough enough to live with it. But when you're starting out, as I'm now doing with the rear end, because in our project we're going to be upgrading from the small 4-speed rear end to the larger late model rear end that goes with the 5-speed. Now this is a tough job, and it starts with pressure washing it, getting it as thoroughly clean as possible. I use a number of different spray-ons, degreasers to make it work. As you can see, I use both ends of the spectrum. I use both in the black container a biodegradable grease buster, followed by scrubbing, and for spot cleaning I use quite a bit of Arsol. You can also see the tools of the trade: wire brushes, large and small, scrapers, electric wire wheels to work with the battery powered drill, and a lot of time. And we're slowly getting there. This one is not yet ready for paint. It's probably got another 3 or 4 hours of work to go to get it clean enough to be ready for paint. Now, the other thing that'll happen before we paint it is the drum brakes have to come off, and the brakes will be thoroughly cleaned, and then the drums slip back on. The axle seals will be checked, the gaskets are all being checked, all the seals are being checked. Anything that needs replacing will be replaced before we go on to paint. And at that point, what we're looking at doing is getting it to look and match the rest of the parts. So cleaning, boring, lousy to video, but a necessary evil. And like I said, you don't have to use the same cleaners I do, but you have to invest the time in order to get a good looking job. If you think it's a quick and easy pressure wash and spray, you're wrong. We're dealing with 40-plus-year-old cars. As you can see, this isn't the first set of brushes I've worn out, and the different sizes I use, different scrapers I use, and wire wheels, and other bits and pieces. And you can see the dirt that's still coming off underneath it. It's quite the task. So it takes hours and hours. But if you want to take something this rough and make it look like these parts, it's a necessary evil. And it's worth the effort to wind up with a really good looking car. So invest the time, invest a little bit of money, in making every part you touch look as good as you can. So that'll be it for now from TR7 Evolution. We'll be posting again in a couple of weeks. Meantime, we're saving our money for poly bushings and sway bars and all kinds of other cool stuff. And when time comes, we'll get it all reassembled. Till then, there's still lots of cleaning and painting to do, and we'll be talking to you soon.